They will join.
Very few students, they are joining.
Yes, sir, they will join. Lunch break, no, sir. They will join.
This is after lunch. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Guys, if the PPT is visible. Hello. Okay. Any guys having any idea regarding the entrepreneurship? Can you define what do you mean by entrepreneurship? Anyone? Hello. Can someone define what do you mean by entrepreneurship? Can someone respond me? Starting own business. Okay. Any other? Yeah, guys, you can search in the Google grit. So anybody who want to become an entrepreneur, definitely they should have some grit. So grit is all about self-motivation. Whatever it may be the obstacles, whatever it may be the distractions, whatever it may be happening in your life, if you have a goal, so you should do hard work, whatever it may be the hurdles, whatever it may be the obstacles. Sometimes you are running out of the cash in your hands, you don't have support. Sometimes it may be difficult to learn few things, but anyhow, if you are going to fix a goal, definitely you can achieve at particular point of time. To achieve that particular goal, there may be a lot of things you have to face, and you have to do a lot of hard work. First of all, you should commit to reach that particular goal. So definitely, uh, any individuals who demonstrate passion and perseverance towards a goal despite being confronted by significant obstacles and distractions. So whatever it may be happening in their life, finally they are going to achieve that particular goal, whatever they committed. So those kind of peoples generally we can call, they will be having some grit within them. So grit is all about self-motivating themselves and reaching towards the goal. So this is the general term generally we can use in the entrepreneurship. So not only the generally the players, if you look at the cricket players, if you look at the badminton players, just you can take the example of PV Sindhu. So she's struggled a lot. Even she started playing this badminton at the age of 14 itself. She started. So even recently she won the I think silver medal in the Olympics also. So generally for any players, those who are playing the certain games, so their ultimate goal will be getting a prize. It may be the gold, it may be the silver, it may be the bronze in the Olympics. So for all the athletes, some players, and even if you look at the cricket team, so for any individual player, their aim will be they want to score the 100. So can they score in the first match? Sometimes most of the peoples are going to fail to make a big score, but consistently they are working. They are going to learn themselves from the mistakes. They are taking the guidance. They are doing much hard work. They are spending more time on the ground for practice. Finally, they are going to get, or they are going to achieve whatever their goal. So you can apply the same thing, especially for individuals also. You can apply yourself. So you can motivate yourself, whatever it may be the goal you will be having, definitely you can achieve if you are really doing a hard work. So this is what every person should have. So it may be the goal setting is very, very important for the individuals. As a computer science and engineering guys, you may be having a very, very big goals. So you may be having a goal like, I want to get a job in the campus of 1 crore package. So there is a packages of 1 crore offering at the premier institutes like IITs and NITs, and even in Hyderabad also most of the private colleges, the companies are recruiting the students with a package of 50 lakhs, 70 lakhs like that. So generally, if you have a goal of that one, behind that particular reaching the goal, there will be a lot of journey how to travel. So during that particular period, you have to do the hard work, you have to learn from the others, you have to motivate yourself. Whenever you're not getting the results, then definitely you can achieve your goal. So this is generally grit is all about self motivation for any entrepreneurs. You should have some grit within you if you want to become an entrepreneur, or if you want to become successful person, or if you want to achieve your goal in the future. Okay, guys, understood? Yes. Can anyone? So first of all, you have to create the mindset. So if you want to become an entrepreneur, so first you have to set the create your mindset. I want to start a company. So this is a very big dream for everyone. Now you are simply a first year engineering student, and maybe so dreaming like I want to start a company. That is a very big goal, but starting a company is not much big, a small deal. So you have to do a lot of work. If you want to start a company, so you should have some ideas. You should have some, what you can say, unique ideas to start the business, to start the company. It may be the product based, it may be the service based, or it may be the anything else. First of all, it is a very big goal. So for starting a company, first you have to know, if you want to start a company, what all you should have in your hands. So whatever the things you are having in your hand today, what else you are not having in your hand today, that you have to know. Then whatever the things not with you, and it may be the knowledge, it may be the financial, it may be the skills, that you have to learn, then definitely can start the company. Okay. Then fashion to create something new. So you should be always having a fashion towards creating the new things. How we can create the new things means, if you are understanding the old things properly, or if you are understanding the existing things very clearly, then only you can get some idea to start the new things. So generally, if you are not understanding the situations, or if you are not understanding any environment, suppose if you want to modify what is the apps today available like Amazon, just you can take simply what is the Ola cabs. So generally, if you are going to try to book any vehicle or any car from this particular Ola cabs, so whether it is flexible to you or not, sometimes you may be going to face the problems. The only thing is you have to clearly understand how they are functioning, what are the pros in the Ola and what is the cons in that particular Ola, that you have to identify pros and cons in each and every one. So whichever the thing where you want to innovate, you try to identify pros and cons in that particular one in all aspects. So you have to think at company perspective, you have to think at customer point of view, you have to think about what is the flexibility in using the what you can say app, and you have to think about what is the drivers or what is the owners of the cars. So what is the issues from their end, all these particular things you have to make a study, and you have to note it down, and you have to identify is there any gap. The identity creating something new means, so you have to understand the existing thing, and you have to identify what are the gaps there in that particular field. So the thing is, you have to innovate to fill that particular gaps. So this is very, very important for any innovators. That is nothing but identifying the gaps. Then nurture the ideas to innovation. So whatever the ideas you are getting, so you try to nurture that one and you can do some innovations. It may be the product, it may be the apps, it may be any kind of services. The most and foremost important thing is understanding the customer needs. So whatever the things you are going to develop, ultimately who is going to benefit out of that one means customers. So if you don't have the customers with you, definitely whatever the things you are going to do, if there is no customers means you are going to see the losses in your business. So that's what first of all you should know about who is going to be your customers. So whether we require your product or not, so that is also a very very important thing you have to understand. And how to earn money, so this is the simplest form is trading. So many people are going to do the trade business, so where you no need to have much investment. The only thing is you should have the knowledge, you should have the skills to timely response, and you can trade whatever the items like goods or anything. Then the other one is value creation beyond the trading and repacking, innovating, and service orientation. And patience till it cross the threshold. So generally, if you are going to start the business, so the very next day or very next month, in the very next year, you are not going to get what you can say revenue. So revenue is all about, so whatever the expenses you are going to keep it in your business, other than this particular what you can say, other than all the expenses, how much you are going to, and that generally we can call it as the revenue, how much revenue you are going to generate. So some of the startup companies, they may start their revenue even after the 2 years. They have to wait till that particular period to see what is the revenue. So generally that we can call it at the break even point. So break even point is nothing but, so once you are going to putting investment in any business, within how much time or when you are going to generate the revenue, that particular point we can call it at the break even point. So for any startups, for any individuals, those are going to enter into the new business. So immediately they are not going to break even point. It may take sometimes 6 months, 1 year, or 2 years. The thing is, if you are understanding the customer needs and if you are designing a business, then you are going to achieve the break even point in the early stage. If you are not understanding the customers and if you are going to design something, then it may take much time to reach to the what you can say break even point. So this is very very important whenever you are starting a startup or business. So generally, the ultimate goal, if you look at any terminology like innovation, product development, startup, or entrepreneurship, so the ultimate aim of the peoples, those are working in this particular field is they want to start the company and they want to earn the money by providing the services, by reaching to the customers. So through their products or innovations or services. So the thing is, if you want to start a business, definitely you should have some idea. So what kind of business we can do, how we can get the ideas, how we can start something new, that is a very big concept. So the thing is you have to understand the clearly the existing things, and whenever you are trying to understand the existing things, then definitely you are going to find some gaps in the existing system. The only thing is you have to fill that particular gaps. So that is nothing but where you can work and you can innovate and you can start your own company or business to provide solution to that particular gaps. So whenever you are going to enter into this particular field, first of all, you have to start with many number of questions. So why do you want to become an entrepreneur? That is a very big question. So as a computer science and engineering student now, you may be having a very bright future if you are going to work with the software industries. So that is the one side. So maybe even you can go for the doing MS and you can settle in the other countries. That is also one more option will be there. And uh, there may be a lot of things will be there, a lot of opportunities will be there. But why you want to become an entrepreneur? Generally, no peoples are going to become an entrepreneur without having any passion within them. So if you have the passion within you, definitely you may be having some self motivation, so then definitely you can reach that particular position and you can start your own business or anything. So that is nothing but most of the people's. So some people's I think 10 to 30% of the peoples, they are going to become an entrepreneurs during the student's life, and even before they are going to start any jobs. And many of the peoples, they are going to join in some company, they are going to earn the experience, and they are going to earn the skills and knowledge, and they are going to earn the money. Then out of their money, out of their skills and knowledge, out of their experience, then they are going to start their own companies, and they are going to become an successful entrepreneurs. So generally, to start any business or to start entering into this any field, first of all, you should gain some knowledge and experience. How we can gain the knowledge, how we can gain the experience means, first you have to work on certain things. If you start working on something, then definitely you are going to gain some experience. So out of your experience, then definitely you can move forward towards the startup creation or towards your goal to become an entrepreneur. So this is very, very important for any students. So then what is your interest and passion drive to become an entrepreneur, that you have to know. So simply a lot of people, sir, I want to start a business. I want to start. Why you want to start a business? What kind of business you can do? What is the motivation behind this one means no one can tell. So that is, you have to define yourself. You have to question yourself why I want to start the business, and you should answer yourself. Then you can go forward. So do you get a lot of crazy ideas and creative, innovative and helps many. So this is getting an ideas is very, very important. So to get an ideas, the first thing is you have to interact with the people. You have to interact with the environment. You have to interact with the certain situations. So then definitely you are going to get an ideas. So generally you should have some knowledge, like you should have some knowledge on the technology, you should have some knowledge on your engineering domain, and you should have some knowledge on whatever the society also. If you have knowledge on all these things, then definitely if you are going to understand any situation, so out of your knowledge, out of your understanding, definitely you are going to get an ideas if you are able to identify some problems in that particular domain. So you don't get strained with long hours in your on your interest. So generally here entrepreneurship, you may take it as a career for full time, and even you can work for part time also, or even you can spend at least even 1 hour also. That is enough for an entrepreneur. And one more thing, there is no age limit to become an entrepreneur. Even most of the guys, those who are at the age of 10, those who are age of the 14 also, they are becoming an successful entrepreneurs in the various countries. And even sometimes, if you look at the people, they are going to become an successful entrepreneurs, or they are going to start their business at the age of 60s also. So there is no age limit to become an entrepreneur. If you have certain ideas with you, and if you have some innovative or creative ideas to start the anything new, definitely you can start. There is no limits. Okay. Then sustained energy is still achieving the setting goals. So when you start this particular journey, so you're not going to see the success immediately. So you have to wait. You have to wait for a longer time to see the success. So for that one, you have to get much energy, much motivation, and you should have some grit within you. That is nothing but self motivation. So you have set the goals, and for achieving the goals, you have to wait to see the success. So till that time, so you should focus, you should have commitment, and you should do the hard work. Then only you can reach your goals. So most of the times, if you look at the entrepreneurs, so without proper, what you can say, estimation of the market size, without having a good ideas, and they are going to feel that I am doing some innovation, but they are going to do the existing things in the world. So like that, most of the people, if they are not going to have a proper surveys, proper study, proper understanding before starting something, they are going to fail. So that's what, before going to start anything, definitely you should know till today what is there in that particular field, what are the innovations, what are the systems or whatever the things are available to solve the same kind of problem, that you have to understand. Otherwise, if you are going to develop something, if you feel it is the new, and if it is already existing in the market, and if it is the familiar to the customers, even if you are going to provide some service or product, no one will buy your product. Why? Because they are already satisfied with the existing product in the market. So that's what, whenever you are entering into the market, definitely you should have some particular uniqueness. You should have some value within your product into the market. So then only the peoples will buy your things. So this is a part of an entrepreneurship. So you have to see all the things. Then only you can become success in the market. So this is the another aspect. So handling failures is a way of life, courage to face the failures, and you can achieve the perfection. This is all about what you can say grit. So if you want to overcome all these particular points, whatever we discussed, definitely you should have the self motivation. Yeah. So if you look at these things, so these and all the questions. So you try to answer all these questions yourself. So why you want to become an entrepreneur? Why you want to take entrepreneurship as the career? So that you have to answer first. So if you feel if you have the comfortable answer with you, yes, I want to take the entrepreneurship as the career, then where you can start means, so what kind of problem you are going to solve. So generally, most of the time, it's not about starting a business like something which is selling some groceries, like what other people are selling in the markets. So this is not generally the entrepreneurship. Generally here, it's all about you have to start something new. You have to enter into the market with new and innovative ideas in the business, in the service, in the product line, or anything. So this is if you have decided to, if you have committed to become an entrepreneur, or if you want to take an entrepreneurship as a career, then what kind of problem you are going to solve. So this is a very big question for any innovators or entrepreneurs. This is a very big problem. So if you are going to clearly define what problem you have to solve, so that is the 80% of the work in your entire this work. So providing a solution is, it's a matter of only 20% of the work, but deciding what kind of problem you are going to solve, so that is taking the 80% of the time. Then, so if you have identified the problem, and you may be going to generate lot of ideas, then you may be having the doubts. So if you have generated the ideas, will my idea is going to work or not to solve that particular problem? So this is very, very important. So you have to test. So for the same problem, you may be going to get the number of ideas, but which idea is going to solve this particular problem? So at the affordability, so whenever you are going to solve any problems, the foremost important thing is, so whether the customers or peoples are able to afford whatever the services, whatever the products you are offering to solve that particular problem. That is very, very important. So accordingly, you have to refine your ideas. So that is the customer centric or user centered approach you have to follow according to the customer needs, according to the requirements, according to their ability to afford that particular innovations, whatever you are providing. So all these things you have to keep it in mind whenever you are going to generate the ideas or solutions. Then if you have fixed to develop some idea, then how we can develop that one? So now you may be having the idea to develop a one autonomous system by using the artificial intelligence or machine learning, but whether you have the knowledge of machine learning, or whether you have the knowledge on the certain tools which can be used for machine learning application, so that is how we can develop. If you don't have the knowledge, then you have to develop a team. So you have to develop a team. So there may be a team consisting of what is the market peoples. So those who can market your ideas, or those who can go for the taking the customer feedback. You have to recruit the team members, those who are having a sound and technical knowledge relevant to your whatever the innovation or products. So this is very, very important how we can develop this one. Then you have to carry out the problem research. So during the problem research phase, you are going to interact with the customers and you have to identify what is their needs. So once you have decided to do this particular products, and you should have a very big question, so why customers will buy the products? So this is very, very important. So if you are going to develop something, why should they buy your product? So maybe there may be other solutions in the market for the same thing, but how we can differentiate yourself with your product, that is also very, very important. So if you are not showing any differentiation, and if you are saying that something like my product will similar to that one, and you can buy my product, means no one is going to buy your products in the market. The first thing is you have to differentiate yourself with your product in the existing line of the products in the market. So then how we can arrange the funds? So now if you to look at your example, you are a student, but if you want to develop something which may cost the 1 lakh, are you able to afford from your pocket money? Means no, you cannot afford from your pocket. Then how we can arrange the funds? So if your idea is really pretty good, then definitely if you have a proper business plan, and if you have if your idea is worthful to solve, then definitely there are some people to invest or to support financially to execute your ideas. So that is nothing but you have to know what are the opportunities for funding, or what is the funding opportunities available in the market place, that also you have to know. So from that particular marketplace, there are investors are there. Through that investors, and you have to satisfy the investors with your ideas and with your business plan, then definitely they are going to put the funds into your startup or your business or your innovation. Then the other part is how to protect your ideas. So if you have a very creative and innovative ideas, then how we can protect means definitely you have to look at the intellectual property rights. So whatever the ideas you are going to generate, if it is new and if it is unique, then you can take the intellectual property rights for that one, and you can protect your rights. So no one can copy your ideas if you have the intellectual property rights. Then what is the size of the market? So generally, you may feel that you are going to make a survey in a particular place based on their assumption, based on the size of the people. You may feel that this many member of peoples are going to based on that one, if you are estimating the market size is very much high, and if you are going to make your products or services accordingly, then there won't be any customers to you if you haven't done the proper, if you are not estimating the market size properly, then you can see losses in your business. So that is very, very important. So if you want to know the market size, definitely you have to understand, or you have to conduct the surveys, and you have to talk to the customers, and whether you are going to address the pains and gains of your customers. So based on that one only, your market size is going to expand. So what kind of business model you are going to adopt? So what kind of business model you are going to adopt? So this is very, very important, creating a business plan. So within a business model, all the things you have to specify what is your product, what kind of services, so how we are going to promote, who is going to be our customers, who is going to be the investors for you, and what is the value proposition for your product, why should they buy your product, and how we are going to arrange the funds, and how when you are going to generate the revenue, whether it will take 2 to 3 years or 3 to 4 years to generate the revenue through the through your business model. So this is very, very important for any startup or any innovative ideas. So without the business model, you cannot pitch your ideas into investors. So this is very, very important. So there are nearly 10 to 20, 10 to 15 elements there in the business model. You have to understand each and every element, and you have to fill each and every column of the business plan. Then who are going to be your competitors? So first of all, whenever you are going to make any product or any innovation, or if you are going to start any business, first of all, you have to look at who is going to be your competitors. So without knowing the competitors, if you are entering into the market, the success rate will be very less. So why? Because if other people's also going to offer the same kind of services at the lower cost, then no peoples or no customers are going to take your services. So that's what. So you have to see all these things, like who is going to be the competitors, how they are providing the services, and what are the offers they are going to give to the customers, and what kind of uh, sorry, what is the price they are going to make it. So all these things you have to keep it in mind. Accordingly only you can start your business. Then how to reach to the customers? So generally reaching the customers is a very big strategy, very big point for all the companies. Whenever you are going to start your new business, you have to do a lot of promotions, and you should maintain the quality in your products. Then only you can reach to the customers. If you are entering into the new, if you are entering new into the market, then definitely you should provide the quality services. Then based on the services provided by you, and based on the services, so the customers who is going to your products, they may be telling to the other peoples about your product. Like that only you are going to reach to the customers. So definitely you should maintain the quality in your products. Yeah, guys. This is the last one. I think what support is available in the market that you have to know. Then will the product make money? So that is very, very important. So whatever all these things you are going to do, finally you are coming up with new ideas like starting a business or making a product. So whether your product make the money or it can generate the revenue for you or not, that is also one of the important thing. So if you are able to question all these things, then only you can go for the next stage. So first of all, before going to start your anything, it may be the business, it may be the product or innovation. So all these questions are a part of whatever the business plan. So if you are going to do a proper market surveys, if you are going to prepare a proper business plan by understanding each and every element of the business plan, then definitely you are going to become successful in the next stage. But if you are eliminating the process of making a business plan, then if you are going forward, the chances of success may be very less. Why? Because you don't know who is going to be your customers, you don't know what is the market size, you don't know who is going to be your competitors. So you don't know what are the funds available or what is the funding agencies there in the market to acquire the financials. So maybe you may be having the some money in your hands. If you are going to start the business, in between you may require much funds. If you are not generating the if you are not reaching to the customers, in between you have to bear from your pocket. So that is all these things you have to see before starting anything. So that is a part of making a business plan. So this is very, very important for any innovator or startup founders. Then what are the stages of development? How we are going to pay our team members? We are going for the investment round after, like we can't just dilute the equity and give everyone that's equity, right? So generally, if you talk about the equity, so generally, if someone is investing on your business, if someone is giving the fund to you, so there may be some things, there may be certain things. So whether you are going to return the money to your investors or whether you are going to give the equity. So now if you are taking the 10 lakhs amount from any investors, then you may be going to give back them on what form you are going to give back. So whether you are going to give the equity in your business and whether you are going to return them after 3 years or 4 years. So this and all, person to person, investor to investor, agency to agency, that is you have to discuss and you have to decide. So there is no certain rules, there is no nothing specific things are there in the anything. So this is only one to one, you have to discuss and you have to write it in a bond. So if you are getting any investments or anything, definitely you should decide what is the share or equity or what form you are going to return them. Yeah, it's a good question. 504. What's your name? Okay. Yeah, this PPT I will upload. Okay, no issue. Okay. Today I will upload the same PPT into CMS. So these are the stages of development. So for anything, so the first one is pre-startup, startup, and growth. So pre-startup means here You may be having some idea of creating a business or creating a new product. So here, what is your mission? What is your vision? What is your strategy? Here you are going to ideate and you are going to develop the concept. So this is generally we can call it as the problem solution. So here you are going to interact with the real customers and you are going to follow the user-centric approach. So user-centric approach means you are going to identify what is the needs of the customers. So based on that one, you are going to generate the ideas and you are going to develop the concepts. In the next stage, you are going to develop some what is the working model to demonstrate whatever the ideas, whatever your concept to solve that particular problem. That generally we can call it as the minimum viable product. So through minimum viable product, you are entering to the market and you are reaching to your customers, you are demonstrating them and you are going to take the feedback from the customers. Then again, you are coming back to your ideation level. If you want to make any changes at this stage, you can iterate itself. You can go forward. You can take the feedback and again you can come back and again you can modify and again you can go to the market. It is like a iterative process. Any number of times you can iterate your ideas to get the best product into the market or to provide the best solution to your customers. Then you are going to validate in the what you can say market. So validating with the customers, validating with the market, it may be a different concern. So whenever you are going to validate in the market, where you will be having your final model, where you are going to validate with the customers, where you will be having the just simple prototype model with you. So once you are going to validate in the market, then definitely you are going to scale and you are entering into the business model. So this is nothing but all about creating the value to the customers and creating the value to your company. So all the stages, whatever it may be the stages, the first you are going to create the value to the customers. In the next level, you are going to create the value to what you can say your company. Creating the value to your company means expanding your business, scaling your business, and you are going to enter into the revenue models or you are going to earn much financials. So this is what is the stages of development. So this is generally if you are talking about what do you mean by a marketing. So if you are looking at the marketing, so this is the art of science of choosing a target markets and getting, keeping and growing customers through creating, communicating and delivering. You are going to create the products and you are communicating with the customers and you are delivering to them and you are according to the customer value at a profit. So first of all, for any product development, so you have to know who is your target customers and you have to create the value by addressing their pains and gains. Then only you are going to get the profits. So this is the simple one you have to understand. So there is a lot of meaning within this one, CCDV. So C stands for creating, communicating, delivering value through your products to the what you can say target markets. Then you are going to get the profits. So this is about how, what do you mean by marketing? Yeah, guys, any questions? Any questions from your end?
I don't know exactly. Monday onwards, college, okay? They will inform you. Okay. I want to exit the session. Okay, bye. Thank you.